We have Mars versus Dabuz.
You know,
And
both.
Coming from CEO, again, as Komodo was mentioning, losing to Mars 2-5, I believe. Are you going to go Olimar? Are you going to go Rosalina? That was some momentum-based match going on between Elegant and Dabuz. Getting that reverse 3-0 on Elegant, while Elegant was sitting with a solid 2 games under his belt within that first set.
And here's the biggest thing about these two guys is that both of them have got to be really hungry, because the last big event that both of these guys went to, Dabuz and Mars, each of them placed second. Dabuz last week was at Albion 4. He got second place there. And of course, Mars a couple weeks ago at CEO also got second. So to get back into grand finals, they're going to have the hungriest fight that they have ever had to try to get that victory at a big tournament.
Right. And both of these players have had phenomenal resumes, being some of the most consistent players in Ultimate. I know both of them are probably candidates for that top 10, maybe even top 5 spot on the PGR.
I would not be surprised to see all 3 of the players that we have left in this bracket to be on top 5 in the PGR, based on consistency and on how many tournaments they're able to win.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And you know what? Not even going to blame Dabuz for going Olimar within this game one, just to test out to see how this matchup goes before he really decides if he really wants to switch out. Doing a pretty good job at racking up a good amount of damage here, but Mars getting in that grab and the nair off stage. See how he doesn't not want to overcommit right there, opting to go for the flip kick to get back onto the stage safely.
Take a second to read what kind of recoveries Dabuz is going to do, and then adjust throughout the set to when he can go deep.
Yeah, you don't have to go crazy, but you can go crazy right there by the ledge when you call it that neutral getup with the up B coming through from Mars.
Charging this down smash at the ledge, that was a very Smash 4 ledge trap. In this game, it's not as prevalent because you have that fully invincible get-up attack, but maybe a character like Olimar doesn't have the biggest range on his get-up attack. You can still take advantage of the disjointed hitbox.
Not only that, like we said, Neighbor, earlier when we saw Mars play, that is not a committal smash attack.
Oh, no.
You can get out of that quick.
Once that move comes out, it's done.
Yeah.
And Mars can move again.
Mars is definitely moving in this game right now, but Dabuz picks up on it.
Yeah, Dabuz picks up perfectly with the parry, is able to get that throw punish, and even this game out stock-wise, but percent-wise, I don't know, 66 is looking a little bit unhealthy. 81 now, he can die to a lot of setups from Mars.
Looking at 81%, man, we've already seen Mars hit him with the setup at that percent. I think even a little lower, because that boost kick is scary.
Really is. You already see he's trying to bait out to see if Dabuz is going to go for a high recover or not by going off stage for himself. Even trying to throw out a back air if he needs to see if Dabuz is going to try to contest or even opt to go below the ledge to get that recovery before he tries to overcommit himself.
Neutral air calls out Mars's jump. Again, Zero Suit's a character that kind of has to jump to get anything going. We could see these sword hitboxes of these Pikmin coming into play to counteract that as well.
Yeah, calling out these jumps, and you saw he even went for the follow-up on the up air after using that neutral air.
Well, right now, with that purple Pikmin out, Buzz gets not the biggest hitbox out, but a very strong one that'll keep Mars off stage and once again let him establish that control, because Olimar works so well with that stage control. You see Mars going deep, and the hardest spike we've seen all night.
And that's what happens when you try to contest Mars off stage like that too. Mars always trying to go super low for that.
Fiending for his opportunities to get these spikes. Mars is always on the prowl.
Dabuz slapping him with that forward air, though. You know that yellow Pikmin gives him the extra range on his moves. Air dodge buffered out of that paralyzer, and look at that. Mars is trying to close a stock out twice in a row with the same way.
Yeah, trying to give us an instant replay.
Yeah, Mars already trying to mean business right here. He wants to finish this up and already meet up with Tweak in grand finals. Dabuz not giving him the opportunity, though. You see as he drifts back. Of course, playing his true patient game as he always does.
All right, non-committal movement there from Mars this time. Got Dabuz sitting at very dangerous percents, and look at that, again, charging that down smash to see if he can pick it up, but this time Dabuz is ready with a jump from ledge aerial.
Goes for that plasma whip. That up throw is going to do it, but Dabuz, again, sitting at about 90%. We can see boost kick just sending him to the skies. Got to be careful how he pressures.
Definitely sitting at percents where he's got to be scared of everything Zero Suit has in that arsenal, and you can see he's playing like it. He's respecting the space that Mars commands and the damage that he commands as well. No Pikmin left means that he's got to find a way to run away and get it eventually. Blue Pikmin's going to give him all the time he needs to on that throw. And look at this, already Dabuz is getting close to being back in this game.
Ooh, Dabuz tossing out those Pikmin just in case to cover himself. As Mars, you see, goes pretty far out to get that tether.
schmoving on the shield, dude. Mars is letting Dabuz make all the mistakes, but we haven't seen a lot of that in this last stock. He falls out.
Just Olimar things.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate for Mars, but a big opportunity for Dabuz, though. Eventually, Mars does catch the landing with a forward smash. It was down to the wire really down there. That we could have seen a smash attack from Olimar absolutely take it, and it would have been relatively safe to throw out at the very least.
I mean, when he fell out of that boost kick, I had a mini heart attack just for Mars at that instance, but, you know.
He might have just started charging something at that point.
Buzz needed to get those Pikmin back to him. We saw that a lot of them were away from him in that moment. And of course, he had to recover from his own shock of being like, oh, like, grab your chest. I'm still alive? Like, what? Okay, I've grounded myself. We get back in there.
Narrowly taking it, though, was Mars after a big, a lot of just covering Dabuz's landings. Dabuz made it really tricky with his recoveries. A couple of times retreating to that platform, and his movement was a little bit evasive. It was hard for Mars to totally track that down. He got one really good spike off the edge, but most of it, Dabuz was really controlling himself off stage.
Yeah, he was doing a really good job at opting to go for those high recoveries, even tossing the Pikmin to just in case Mars was going to try to contest him. I mean, at one point you saw Mars go for an overcommittal tether right there, but it didn't even matter because Dabuz was still able to get back, but Mars said, don't worry, I'll punish you back when we get on stage.
So even though this was traditionally a very good stage for Zero Suit Samus, we don't have the same ability to set up on these platforms that we used to off of the throws, and we do see more platforms to mix up Dabuz's recovery, so I really like this pick.
Right now, though, Battlefield still going to be a good pick for Mars all around because of all the aerial areas that, of course, Zero Suit Samus can cover. And, of course, he said that we should note one thing, how is he going to get out of these combos? Dabuz with good DI is going to still be able to live. And I think the other thing we got to be aware of is how is Mars spacing those aerials. You got to keep an eye on that and make sure that he's not committing too much to a low aerial on Dabuz's shield and leaving himself with a lot of landing lag.
Yeah, and so you see him opting to go for a lot of these flip kicks, especially by the ledge right here, because he knows that he has nothing to lose at that point if Dabuz is already committed to trying to recover instead.
Gets that pivot grab, pushes Dabuz back off stage, continuing this ledge trap. Mars has been making so much work happen at the ledge, but that committal grab means Dabuz finds his way back on.
Yeah, possibly expecting either a neutral get up on the ledge right there, as he was put in a way more defensive position than him, but taking that forward smash to the face.
Two grabs have almost cost Mars an entire stock.
Oh.
They have cost him an entire stock. And what's crazy is that move, hit the grab in this game, isn't even a huge reward for Mars to land that. Still an insane risk.
Yeah, Dabuz actually just going off stage to add in that extra pressure that he doesn't even have to do anything. He could just be there, and Mars was forced to drift back a little bit to avoid getting hit at that moment.
And then Mars, of course, without that flip jump anymore on that recovery because Dabuz had already sniped it out with the forward air. That he dropped it, but right now, living in the moment, Mars can't dwell on it because he's chilling at a cool 100% almost. And that is exactly where Dabuz is going to be making a lot of that paper.
And this is the situation that Dabuz loves to be in. Having the lead, he does not have to overcommit. If anything, he just forces you to commit to a move first. But in that instant, that plasma wave coming through, sneaking in, and taking out Dabuz's first stock.
And the downfall to the way Dabuz plays, if any, is that if he doesn't have the lead, he is willing to go in and make some action happen himself. But right now, Mars making plenty of action happen for him. 2-3 up airs, make it 5, make it a quintuple, my friend.
I mean, as Nero was saying, back in Smash 4 days, you would love this stage to add in that pressure, especially with the up airs into boost kick that you would go for. But instead, you see Mars using the platform to his advantage to add in that similar pressure.
Those combos are just as potent as they ever were. If you can set them up, you just have to have that old reliable down throw to make it happen. Oh, this down throw is still coming through, but not quite to the same effect. And that down air is going to knock Mars off of the side at 167. Oh my God, but Mars answers right back off the top platform, and that's why it was so potent. He used the top platform as a springboard to get all the way up to the top.
You thought ladder combos were gone from Zero Suit Samus? I think not.
See ya.
Buzz overcommitting there, and look at that, the damage.
Yep.
Mars is so patient on the ledge trap. The back air covers the aggressive neutral air.
You know, I got really scared that Mars was going to commit to something silly there with the Buzz off stage.
No, instead he's actually just sticking to staying on stage more than anything and trying to edge guard him.
Now again, keeping Olimar trapped at the ledge. It's kind of hard to pin down that recovery sometime, but without a hitbox, if you're confident in landing it, Mars has the time in the world. Down smash to up B's not going to kill quite yet. Dabuz has great DI into the corner, and now Mars might be getting a little antsy.
You got to watch out. Purple's still online. That as an active hitbox when he throws it, you have to respect it, and you have to respect the up smash.
As you were just saying. And what I liked in that instant was that Mars had actually used a flip kick to get away from the situation, trying to mix up his own landing. Dabuz was ready to cover that top platform, but he had way more than enough time to react to the flip kick and cover where Mars was going to land afterwards.
You still have a lot of commitment with that flip kick. After you land, you can move pretty freely, but until you do, you're totally punishable. That up smash came through just in time. Dabuz clutching that game out. Bringing it to a 1-1.
Like we said, man, Mars has to be really careful about the way that he's using those aerials, because if he does them way too deep towards the ground to try to hit that low stature of Olimar, that's where Dabuz can get a lot of damage done. And like you said, with that purple Pikmin, you got to be extra careful about how you're throwing out those moves. Dabuz is all about those whiff punishes. That's why he likes to stay back and let you make the action happen, because he will capitalize on every single whiff. Look at that, even right there on a Zair.
That was so smart from Mars. He got the one up air, and then he waited for the whistle to set up the neutral to get more damage.
Yeah, he's been doing that a lot, especially in that last game, too. He was doing it earlier.
And doing it against Elegant, doing it against the Pokemon trainer. Mars has consistently known what his opponent's defensive options are, played around him, not going to quite get the kill with that back air, but man, was it a setup.
Yeah, we go for those high recoveries instead. Dabuz opting to go for the safer option, and he air dodges off stage, and this is the situation that Mars loves. Before he recovers onto the other side, he said, "Psych, you will not get me this time."
Mars doesn't like that. He says, I can't follow that, man. I just get back on stage. Keep the match going, man. But Dabuz right there, saving that recovery till the very last second. He knows that once he commits to that up B, he's pretty much got to commit to it as far as being off stage goes. So Mars going real deep with that Plasma Whip.
That Plasma Whip might have actually even hit Dabuz if not for the Pikmin latched on, or the Pikmin that he attacked that made the move come out a little bit slower. Oh, the down air again, reversing the situation. That's twice now where Mars is covered, or Mars is chased really high in the air, and Dabuz answers the down air. Jab block's going to be big damage off the up smash.
Yeah, we take in that extra damage, especially 45% off of that one jab block.
Up throw not quite going to do it. Mars a little too antsy, didn't get any pummels in there.
Now it's pretty stale, too. I think he's trying to also make sure that Dabuz doesn't have time to react to any DI on it.
That's true. That's such a quick throw.
Right now, man, 154. This is where Dabuz has been winning a lot of his sets tonight, is when people just can't close out the stock. There, a nice confirm from the Zair into the up air.
Yeah, sometimes you want to go for that Zair, a kill move option to actually go for the combo that actually kills off of the Zair, or from the fair one as well.
Wow, the many parries. Actually parried an aerial from a Pikmin and also the Pikmin biting into him.
The New England boys are parry gods, but Dabuz bringing it right back to him.
Two Tri-State boys out here fighting for their way to get into Grand Finals. Right now it's looking like it just might be in Dabuz's favor, as he's got Mars chilling well into kill percents.
That Plasma Whip, ignoring these Pikmin. Dabuz holding on to the two purple Pikmin now.
That's a really scary thing to stare down when you're Mars.
Because even then, committing to that Plasma Whip, as long range as it was, the purple Pikmin was still able to come in and punish him afterwards. Now down to one purple, but Dabuz doesn't even need it right now. That red Pikmin does plenty of damage. I
mean, and completely ignoring the flip kick, he's going to get punished for it 3 times before Dabuz actually just takes Mars' stock for it.
Does find a boost kick, but again, all the way across the stage. Dabuz's DI has been phenomenal all night. The back air, that's going to do it, though. This is an even game.
Sometimes that catches you by surprise and you are not ready to DI it. Zero Suit Samus is a character with so many quick moves that you just sometimes don't get the time to react to.
And that's what she thrives on, is being too quick for you to react and her setting up her zone.
Oh, did you see the whistle there from Dabuz? Got him the purple Pikmin that he needed to put on so much damage and make that aerial as safe as possible.
We're tossing out the red Pikmin right there, instead throwing in the purple Pikmin, but Mars is here ready for him, trying to commit. The flip kick allowing him to get back on the stage, but Dabuz retaliating back with the downer. You saw he tried to go for the up smash right afterwards.
Mars a little bit more scared to chase in the air because of these downers that have been coming through. He's just waiting under the platform instead of going high.
I really like that reaction there from Mars, too. He's still barely alive with that forward throw.
He almost died to that forward throw because he was DIing for up throw.
Okay, 2 Zairs. Oh, Mars so deep. Oh, my goodness.
Back air is going to send him far.
Now he's just got to wait for this recovery from Dabuz, but excellent mix-ups right there.
Yeah, Dabuz is just getting away with getting back onto the stage here.
Watch out! He committed to a grab. I feel like he wanted to drop through platform and Zair.
Zair, I really felt like he was trying to go for that Zair right there. And that was the second time that he does that on a platform and gets punished for it.
It is not, believe it or not, it is not easy to drop through a platform in this game for some reason.
Yeah.
You can get stuck here pretty easy.
You have to preemptively already be holding down as you fall for you to get through the platform.
Having control over this game's buffer system is so important and integral to why people who are at the top level are doing so well. That's one of the things that makes MKLeo so amazing, is that he really has control over his character like nobody else does because of how well he's familiarized himself with the buffer system in this game. And Mars, well, he had a little bit of trouble with it at the end of that game, so he's going to be going into game 4 down in the set.
We're talking about New England's parry system, but right here we have Dabuz with that double parry already from the very start.
And now Mars, stubborn as ever, still going back to Battlefield. Again, don't think that the stage is the wrong choice, but I mean, it was Dabuz's counter pick in the first place. You got to wonder, at what point do you give?
Oh, charging that down smash again. This time, though, Dabuz had committed to the roll before, so Mars didn't get a punish on it afterwards, and he was right outside of that Olimar get-up attack range without an A Pikmin.
Yeah, you see, he goes for the back there to send Dabuz off stage, but Dabuz always opting to go for that high recovery.
Mars hasn't found very many offstage interactions. It's really hard to cover Dabuz.
Which is usually really rare because Mars is one of those players that will fight you and contest you off stage like that. Dabuz is just doing such a good job at trying to contest it. He gets that tech instead, but it's not going to do enough because Mars was ready for him. That was an amazing checkmate play for Mars.
Yeah, Mars, even knowing that Dabuz was going to be ready for that tech, had the next play lined up. He was able to recover to this stage before Dabuz, knew he had to commit to that fly, and then caught him with a down smash.
And the big thing about that is that he had to commit to that fly. That has bigly changed from the nerfs in 3.1, where now Olimar, after using all of that fuel to get up, just almost instantly runs out of it as he's trying to get back on stage there, and that's why Mars got the down smash he needed. All right, now moving over to this platform, you can see that Mars is playing a little bit of a runaway game. He's utilizing that mobility from Zero Suit Samus and not giving Dabuz a single chance to fire back.
Watch out, that yellow Pikmin, yellow and purple especially, will do a lot of shield stun.
Yeah, that's why you saw Mars respect it, actually, and just drift back instead of trying to contest it if he's going to go for another one. And the spot dodge, it's a jab on shield. It's okay, we got another up smash out of shield coming through.
Tried to mix up the timing with double jabs, but Dabuz was ready for it. Mars not going to connect with that up smash, finds himself off stage. That could be a punish.
He's waiting.
He waited for it. Yep, he waited for it so that way he could get the most out of that platform as he was standing on it.
He wanted max height off of that boost kick to potentially even kill Dabuz if he was able to catch him that high up. But didn't come to fruition, so now Dabuz has control of center, pushes Mars off, barely survives that back air.
Yeah, shout-outs to that flip kick, man. It's been saving Mars in so many situations, and now with the Olimar off stage, Dabuz gonna have to work to find a way back. Look at the mix-ups on
double rollout!
He had been conditioning that too with the constantly putting his back towards Dabuz, threatening the back air, and then dashing back and saying, okay, are you scared of another back air? I know you're gonna roll right here.
Wow, look at that. Even deep with that Zair, Mars has this stock lead. It's a blue Pikmin, so that back throw will do plenty. And we are down to the last stock in this game. Mars potentially his last stock of low tier City 7.
Right, Dabuz one stock away from moving into grand finals on loser's side, but Mars one stock away from taking this to a game 5. Another grab on the platform. That's going to be big damage for Dabuz.
It is. Dabuz is going to take advantage of it. You see him. He's still successfully throwing out these Zairs and these Nairs by the ledge. Overcommitting to that grab right there. Very scary situation. He's taking a lot of percent. He knew he was going to roll right there, but he goes for the spot dodge instead.
Man, look at that. Fading in with the Zair. This time he does get it out.
Look at the way that both of these players are playing right now. Extremely patient.
See, they're right there. Now you see the difference of what that Zair looks like when Mars does drop off the platform and do it. With shield dropping in this game, if it existed,
shield's so small.
he would be able to do that a little bit more reliably. And right now, he's got to find a way to reliably get this kill on Dabuz because damage built up. That means Zero Suit can do it at an earlier percent. Purple Pikmin comes through.
Yeah, he can't edge guard him while the purple Pikmin are being tossed at him as he tries to edge guard him.
Both of these purple Pikmin online is so scary for Mars. Dabuz has the perfect setup right here. All he needs is a blue, and that's all checkmated, right?
Well, you see, he's just trying to wait him out, trying to call out these jumps. is the perfect lineup right here. He gets the ground.
Is this it?
This is gonna be it. Yep.
Mars, with all of the rage that he had built up, connects that berry, scoops him up off of the ground with that boost kick, and that's game 5 time.
We are going to game 5, and that's because Mars has consistently found his win condition, how he's going to take the set, and at least take the game, and then moving on to the next one by finding it in every which way possible. With that, Barry, hello?
Yeah, honestly, there could have been no other situation that really could have benefited him more than that Barry in that instant. I feel like, especially at the percent that Dabuz was at, it was just perfect for him. Especially, he used rage to his advantage also to help close that out, just in case Dabuz was going to be able to survive that.
Talk about how scary it is to lose momentum, especially in a game like Smash, where Dabuz was so close to closing it out, and I think running it back to Battlefield is his way to center himself and keep Mars from going, all right, I pushed you onto your counter pick, so it's time for you to go. I've got you on the back foot.
I mean, we've been hanging out on Battlefield throughout the entire set, minus that game 1 where we played on Pokemon Stadium here, so both these players being pretty comfortable on Battlefield.
Oh,
Double up smash, but wasn't able to get a triple. He was looking for it, though.
and Mars has been doing such a good job now of respecting the game that Dabuz has on his shield, especially with the purple and yellow Pikmin out, and Dabuz has been specifically scouting out to have those available a lot. We've seen many scary situations from Mars where it's because Dabuz has 2 purple Pikmin.
How does he keep falling out of these boost kicks?
Honestly, it looks like he gets hit by the back hit of the boost kick, and that's when it's easiest for him to fall out of it.
Way too deep in, and of course, I think that Dabuz is utilizing a little bit of SDI. I've been trying to tell people SDI is so important in this game, and it can save your life, and it saved Dabuz from a juggle situation there, most likely. So now Mars, he's the one that's down. He's sitting much closer to kill percents than Dabuz is, but building up damage has not been a problem for Mars so far.
If anything, this is honestly the most patient I've been seeing Mars play all tournament, not really trying to overcommit, even jumping in and jumping back just to see what Dabuz is opting to go for instead.
And as flashy of a character or a player as Mars is, you know that Zero Suit actually has a very strong defensive kit to space with Zair, space with the Plasma Whip, and just use all of that elusive movement to not commit to the anything.
Oh my gosh, and look at that movement too, dashing in and out, trying to get Dabuz to commit to something, but doesn't find it. 140% means that a single aerial from a purple or a yellow would most likely do it on Mars at this point, and that overcommit will mean that Dabuz finds that first stock.
Yeah, I mean, look, Mars was looking out for blood right there, but at the percent that he was sitting at, he knew the overcommitment that costed right there, and Dabuz took full advantage of it.
That was all of the chips on the table, but he does have 2 lives left. He nared and then just grabbed because Dabuz was scared of the next hit. That nair leaves you at enough advantage that you can true block string jab afterwards.
We're trying to take care of these Pikmin.
That was brutal. He killed that purple Pikmin with absolutely no mercy.
We got that Pikmin Hunter out here. Mars again going for that Zair. Narrowly avoiding that back here. Look at Dabuz managing to avoid all of that from Mars, but he's still alive, living strong and true here.
He kissed the blast zone. He went straight to the corner.
What a tech! Dabuz's survivability
he's still alive.
I use this word sparingly, but his survivability has been unbelievable. Mars going so deep, flip kick will get him back, and still able to tech 1, 2, 3, and without any Pikmin, makes it back.
But finally, Mars finds the down smash and connects the kill at 200%.
Can we talk about Dabuz's survivability, please, with Olimar?
I don't have the energy left.
200% against Cosmos consistently, and now against Mars? What is going on? Can we? What weight is this character?
Dude, at this point, I'm thinking that spacesuit has got some lead in it or something. He's been weighed down by something, but 47%. Mars has gotten that on pretty quickly, and even sitting in the 80s. Again, building up damage has been no problem, and Mars is in down air mode.
Oh yeah, down air mode. You know how when he gets aggressive for that, he is looking for something flashy off stage potentially here. Goes for that cross up instead. Notice again, we're switching up the play to a more patient style, opting to go for the platform instead here.
Safe pressure has been so nice for Mars in this Game 5. He's been so much less on the commits. Like you said, Vicky, he's been playing that defensive game so much more. And look at that. Even that purple up smash on shield, he respected it, but then wanted to fire back with the counterattack too soon.
Yeah, he did not think that another smash attack was going to come sneaking itself in here.
He still has a purple alive as well. Put on some early damage. Neutralizer sets up.
That forward smash on platform, by the way, again, Mars missing these drops through the platform, wanted a forward air through there, and that has got to sting how many times he's been punished for that so far.
And I feel like that tether actually just missing very, very gracefully as it actually hit the Pikmin instead.
Okay, Mars respecting the space from Dabuz. Doesn't need to respect him with that just one Pikmin out, but actually the yellow comes out and does get that up smash, and Dabuz is looking so solid right now.
Putting on so much damage with that white Pikmin latched on. Mars now at 80%. That's a forward smash, and that's the game. Dabuz takes a game 5 to go into grands.
Standing up with the flex, a well-played set from both of these guys, and Panda Global Zone will be going out at 3rd place, but Team Liquid's Dabuz will be getting that rematch to once again cement another esports rivalry in grand finals fashion between Team Solo Mid and Team Liquid.
Dabuz, man, his in survivability with Olimar was insane, and I think I figured out why, guys. He's been weighted down by the thoughts of all of his fallen Pikmin comrades along the way.
They've all been weighing him up so that way he could live longer. They all died for a reason for him. But you know what? As he faces versus Tweak, I believe these two players haven't played in a long time, have they not? Was the last time like Genesis 6?
Again, of course, they played today, but yeah, before today, the last time that they played, it was all the way back at Genesis 6, back in February. So we got to see some adaptation come out from Dabuz because Tweak had something new with that Pokemon trainer, not something that Dabuz had